I'd like to introduce the co-chairs of the joint venture Silicon Valley Board of Directors, Mayor Sam Liccardo and Matt Mahan, the CEO of Brigade. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this morning. Mr. Mayor, Matt Mahan, thank you.
Thank you, Russ. Good morning, everyone. I'll try that one more time. Let the coffee seep in. Good morning, everyone. Right on. That's what we want to hear. I'm thrilled to be with you here at Joint Ventures. Fabulous, fantastic annual event, and this one's going to be better than ever. I am so glad to welcome you to San Jose if you happen to be from out of town. We hope you enjoy your time here. We love you and your tax dollars. Just hang around and spend lots of money. But I want to also speak to you, not just in my role as mayor of the city of San Jose, but as a citizen of the region. And as a citizen of the region, I am proud to be a public sector co-chair of Joint Venture Silicon Valley because of the extraordinary work of this great organization. And I'm joined by our private sector co-chair, Matt Mahan, the CEO of Brigade. Matt?
Thanks, Sam. Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matt Mahan, and I'm the CEO of Brigade. I've been proud to serve on the board of Joint Venture for several years, and now to be serving as co-chair. Mayor Liccardo and I wanted to kick off the conference with a brief word about why we're here and tell you a little bit about Joint Venture, especially because we know many of you in our audience are joining us for the first time. So let's start with the most basic question. What is Joint Venture Silicon Valley? It is an innovative organization created in 1993 to bring together Silicon Valley's leaders across all of the major sectors. Joint Venture is a network that includes elected officials at all levels of government, CEOs and senior business leaders, college and university presidents, the heads of labor and workforce organizations, foundations, and a number of nonprofit organizations. The purpose of the organization is to tackle regional issues. Anything that is too big for a city to deal with on its own, but also isn't big enough for a state, becomes a target for Joint Venture.
And when we say regional, we mean the work of Joint Venture encompasses a footprint that includes 5 counties, 40 cities, several universities, and of course hundreds of the world's most innovative companies. For 26 years, Joint Venture Silicon Valley has been working across all these boundaries, bringing people together and provide analysis, lead projects, and solve problems. The premise of our work, of course, is that Silicon Valley is an incredibly unique place. Extraordinary things happen all around us, and this is a place of great opportunity, but great challenge as well. And in a diverse region with the nation's most globalized population, we're an economy driven by technology and fueled by innovation. Things happen here that don't happen anywhere else, and that's not by accident. But we believe we can't take any of this for granted. In fact, we believe that keeping our region vibrant and fully functioning takes hard work and requires all the sectors working together under a regional vision and with regional leadership.
This is also the purpose of our gathering today, to bring everybody together, look at the big picture, and talk about our challenges and opportunities. We think it's important to do this at least once a year, and that is why Joint Venture has organized this conference every year in February since 2005. Believe it or not, this is the 15th annual State of the Valley. We always begin by taking stock of where we are, carefully reviewing what has happened in Silicon Valley over the past year. We think it is very important for all of our conversations to be rooted in the data, and that is what the index is for. You'll find that on your tables. You're about to be briefed on what this year's report contains. Then we'll spend the rest of the day talking all about what it means, what our priorities should be, and how we can mobilize as a region to address our challenges and take advantage of our many strengths.
Now, before we get started with the index, I wanted to thank all of the sponsors who made today possible and helped fuel the work of Joint Venture Silicon Valley. First, I want to thank all of our table sponsors. Thank you to each one of you and your organizations for stepping up to support this very important work. Second, we want to thank our presentation sponsors who are bringing us various portions of the conference today, and I'd like to thank these particular organizations and companies by name. Applied Materials, Lucille Packard, yes. Lucille Packard Children's Hospital at Stanford. Silicon Sage Builders. Microsoft. And Accenture. These are all great companies and organizations who care so much about the region and do so much in our community.
Now the mayor and I are going to exit the stage because it is time to proceed with the presentation of the Silicon Valley Index. The index session of the conference is sponsored by the Lucille Packard Children's Hospital at Stanford. And joining us this morning is the new CEO of the Children's Hospital, Paul King. We've invited Paul to take the stage and tell us more about what the Children's Hospital is doing and to set the scene for the index. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Russ and team at Joint Venture. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for having a regional mindset today and for gearing up for a numbers-rich presentation.